the hell do you have on?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A Capsule Selection. Today, I got a vibe for you as always. Today, we're going to step into a moment that means more than just a date for an evening out. We're talking about a day that is going to live with you for the rest of your life. The day you say, I do. This is a collection of fragrances. I've often been asked what is a great wedding fragrance. And I have a few in my collection I think go well, from the groomsmen all the way down to the actual just going out to celebrate with the loved one that you are going to be a part of the communion of having a wedding around you. Specifically, these are fragrances for men who love to wear fragrances, who want to smell great, who want to pick up something so appealing and just so mesmerizing to his wife that she will never forget this day for the rest of her life when she smells that fragrance. So she wants to smell these fragrances as well. I've had these type of consultations before with people talking about it, coming through and seeing the collection and smelling fragrances, and these are the ones that I've introduced. And out of these, the many that I have, these are some of the most well sought after from those picks. So I'm going to give you things that are factual and what people have been asking for. This is one that brides actually want to smell too, is what I'm saying. So because on that day, it's not about just flexing or impressing someone. It's about connecting with someone with confidence and creating a scent memory that lasts that lifetime that I talked about. And women will love that on you. And for that, I think that we should all be cognizant of what we choose when we're doing ourselves that favor of bringing a beautiful scent to our wife when we walk across that aisle or to that aisle. So if this is the type of content you think you'll enjoy, of course, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and let's enhance. Everyone, welcome to the Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through understanding of different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm, of course, your host, Chris. Welcome to today's wonderful experience. We're going to dive into this list really quickly because today we have a list that is meant to live in infamy. This is one that we're going to have so much fun with because we know that this is the one that's going to last the rest of our life with us as far as a scent memory goes. So the modern groom will find something in this collection in their wardrobe that feels personal, feels sophisticated, and feels quite certainly unforgettable. So whether you lean toward the rugged fragrance, the refined fragrance, or just the one that needs to be elegant and formal, this lineup has something for each and every one of you gentlemen and your wife to smell, your future wife to smell when you're ready to smell like forever. And that's a great way to think about it because this should be a scent profile that you keep for the rest of your life actually. And so first, I want to talk about what it is to have an enduring classic fragrance. So let's get into a fragrance from the house of MDCI. This is Chypre Palatin, which is of course one of those fragrances that should be an enduring classic. So here we are. This is MDCI Chypre Palatin. And when we talk about enduring classic fragrances, man, this is one that sits in a class of its own. It's one that is not talked about enough. The house of MDCI has some beautiful fragrances. Most of them are done by Bertrand Duchefort, I believe. I know this one, of course, is done by Bertrand Duchefort, a very prominent nose and perfumer in the business that we all know of. This here, it's the definition of a gentleman's Chypre, especially going into the fall, spring, summer, and fall. And I think four seasonal to be exact. I was thinking about this list for the fall, but this is something that can go for 4 seasons when you're talking about getting married. It's old world French structural perfumery done so well with Oakmoss and labdanum, sexy resins, and it's behind that you have been that we seek to have a fragrance. And this one has been reimagined for the man who commands the presence without ever needing to raise his voice and just be cool, calm, and collected. He is sitting up there. His wife knows that she is marrying a fantastic man. The opening of this one greets you with this nice green galbanum, a fresh lavender, and this faint sparkle of clementine orange like citrus. It's sophisticated and approachable at the same time, and that's what you want. So it dries down, you get this rich blend of leather, castoreum, and an amber balsam that is wrapped around this beautiful suit that you're wearing. And that's what you are smelling like, just every sense of the word. She's looking at you, the family and friends are looking at you and in awe of who and what you are. And when she smells this, when you get to the altar on that wedding day, this is going to be the scent that you have composure with and confidence in that silence that you're sitting in there looking at her eyes. It's not, about shouting luxury with this one. It's about whispering legacy. And that's a beautiful thing to behold when you have a fragrance on your skin like this. So this Chypre Palatin is one that I think you should get your nose on. The bride is going to smell this and she's going to know you're wearing something timeless and elegant. And every time you pull this out throughout your life together, she's going to remember the scent. It complements her grace like an orchestra behind the first dance that you guys are having. It's a nice scent, man. You know I can go and wax poetic about these things, but this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that I think you guys should get your nose on, especially for your gentleman looking to go into your wedding day as a classic gentleman. Just can't stop smelling that nozzle. That is MDCI, Chypre Palatin. Next, for that rugged gentleman, we have Straight to Heaven White Crystal. Now this is, of course, is my travel atomizer that I love to talk about. These have been, I don't even know if they produce these anymore, but I have so many left in this 11 mil. I believe it's either 10 or 11 mil size. I think I have 5 of these left, so I'm never going to get rid of this. But this one here, when you talk about the lane that a rugged man sits in, this is what he has and deserves to put on his skin. Straight to Heaven White Crystals is for the groom who has this calm, under pressure type of impossibly built, stalwart gentleman who you will never forget. This is a scent that is rum drenched, it's wood soaked, and it's seductively spicy. So if you have a nice cool weather wedding, either outside or indoors, you're going to the fall, it could be winter, it could be late fall, it can be even October-ish to February in that time span. This is a wonderful fragrance to wear because you get everything in a masculine fragrance that you want. You get the patchouli, you get dried fruits, you get cedarwood, you get this sharp kick of a sexy nutmeg around this one, but it's boozy as well with that warmth of rum that gives it its soul. And this one here is the scent of passion, and it has this restrained passion as well. So it's confident, it's romantic, and it's one that you deserve to have on your skin if you're that rugged type of man. It's elevated more than your usual type of fragrance. So if your wedding leans black tie at dusk, you know what I mean? This is the fragrance moment that you want to wear between you and your bride. This is the one that has her leaning in her last breath, her changing her name to yours. She is the one who's going to have all the tears in her eyes. And when she puts her head on your shoulder after kissing your lips, this is going to be the scent that she smells. She will never forget the beauty of this particular scent. It is one that is the olfactory equivalent of a sexy slow burn. It's that bold, magnetic feeling. Is unforgettable. And when you make love to her on her wedding day and you have this on your shoulder, she will not forget it for the rest of her life. This is by Kilian's White Crystal, Straight to Heaven. Get your nose on it. Next, let's talk about a fresh and clean scent, which is White Incense from the brand of Pressure Liquid. This is their 2025 reformulation. This has quickly become my favorite new fresh aquatic style fragrance because it has this, which is peculiar. It's incense smelling through and through. White incense. If you ever smell white incense, I talked about this previously. I was on a vacation somewhere and I smelled white incense. And it's crazy how it is enveloping in its fragrance. But it also has what's built around a driftwood, cucumber, and the aquatic touches. So if you are familiar with fragrances that I reiterated from last time, smell like Acqua di Gio, Profumo, or Profundo, the very incensey version of that. This is what it smells like, but in its best, most elevated form. Imagine that particular scent. If you love that, imagine that elevated just 2, 3, 4, 5 notches above. It's a predictable aquatic citrus blast, but it also has its unpredictability to it as well. That's the crazy part about it. So the white incense in this one delivers this completely new interpretation of clean when it comes to a fragrance profile for me, and I'm loving what this does. So this one for a gentleman that's wearing fresh and clean for his wedding. He wants to stay that clean gentleman. He might wear white to his wedding. This opens with a crisp, clean bergamot and a peppery incense that smells phenomenal. It rolls into a very smooth mix of rosemary, pine, and a subtle cucumber note that is forever present, and it's fresh, and it's green, and it's modern, and it's bright, and it's quietly spiritual while being seductive for your bride. It's like having a deep breath just before your vows. You have this on, and you take this in, you become more confident, more casual, more laid back, and you know that you're marrying the most beautiful woman in the world in your eyes. As it dries down on this one, the ambers and wood start to come up and take over. It becomes more grounded in that incense, and that's where I get that elevation from, where I'll say it smells, and I've said it smells so clean and aquatic up top, but when it transitions, it becomes better than the ones I've mentioned. It becomes this smooth head-turning fragrance that just has a cleanliness, but a depth to that just smells phenomenal. That scent profile is one that I'm slowly getting captured by. So the refinement on this one, it doesn't need to announce itself. You will smell its presence. If your ceremony takes place outdoors, or you're someone who is wants to be kissed by sunlight in the fall and autumn, this is the one for you. This is the white incense fragrance. This is the perfectly balanced fragrance that smells like you're carrying out those thoughtful moments with your loved one in a fresh, composed manner with effortless elegance to the T. This is white incense from Liquid Perfumes, or Precious Liquids, I should say. I love the way this one smells, man. I've gone through a lot of this one. I'm going to be wearing it today, actually. So very timeless smelling fragrance. And apropos, let's talk now about what it is to have the timeless fragrance when we're going forward for our wedding day. That's number 4. Let's talk about the timeless sophistication fragrance. When I talk about timeless sophistication in a fragrance profile, I want something that will be remembered for my, not just me, my wife, my loved ones, my in-laws. I want a fragrance that really speaks to me as well. Something that not only I wear to my wedding day, but all of our special occasions, our anniversaries, our most coveted date nights, our Valentine's. And for me, the scent that I've chosen for that moment, and I've particularly bought out for others to smell, is Oud Extrait from the brand of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This one here, most people would say maybe let's do Satin Mood. I love Satin Mood. Satin Mood can be a little too sweet sometimes for most men, and I don't knock that. Everyone is not deep into perfumery like we are. People are choosing fragrances that are made specifically for them in that moment, and they want something luxurious, something off the beaten path, and something new to them. But a lot of men are not used to wearing the sweetness of what that vanilla rose can do in Satin Mood. You can become comfortable with it, of course. It's not something that's super feminine, not at all, but it's not something that is an everyday man type of scent. You get used to it, you talk to us on here, you listen to us on here, you'll become refined and pick up that scent profile and know how to use it, especially you new guys. But giving you an option that is a perfect option, I say go for the scent of Oud and Oud Extrait. Is just extensively well-made luxury fragrance that is the most beautiful vanilla, oud, and saffron in a fragrance that I've smelled. I've smelled many, and I just say this one is refinement bottled, basically. Smooth, like I stated, resinous, is dignified, oud, saffron, patchouli blended into something that feels like the statement, more like a signature than a statement, so to speak. That's why I say for me, this one here is what make Oud Extrait so special, is the fact that it can be restrained, the fact that it is deep, the fact that it is in a realm of elegance, but never loud. It's one of those fragrances that is mature, composed, and intentional when you wear it. This one here is one that I've been wearing for the last 8 years, and it's been phenomenal on my skin, phenomenal in the scent profile, especially the EDP. This one here is just not one that just smells expensive. It's one that makes you the the priceless, so to speak. So that's why I love this particular scent and bringing it out. So for the guy, the sophisticated groom, the one who has built his life around great taste, around smooth sophistication, and he's not swayed by trends and fads, this is the perfect scent for him to put on his skin and have his bride smell, because Oud Extrait is a timeless scent to me that lingers long after the champagne fades. And that's one thing that you love, to have a scent that will be there for you each and every moment, each and every time, each and every date. This is Oud Extrait from the brand of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Get your nose on that, fellas. Next up, let's talk about the elegant formal fragrance from the brand of Xerjoff that I love to talk about nowadays. Let's get right into it. So when it comes to an elegant formal fragrance, I am loving what this particular scent from the brand of Xerjoff does. This is 1717 Homme anniversary, and I am in love with this particular scent, as I stated, for an elegant formal fragrance. The last fragrance, the penultimate fragrance, which was Oud Extrait, phenomenal, signature worthy. This one, you close out the whole moment with this one. This one is distinguished, masculine, leathery, fruity, just suave. It's all suave you've ever smelled, man. Just don't even know how to put it into words. The fragrance is elegance personified. It's bespoke. Basically, this is bespoke energy, bespoke tuxedo energy. It's refined woods, very subtle spices, and a very sweet, musky, leathery that just brings out this poise and prestige in a man that no other fragrance can do. It's prominent in the formal category for me. What I love about Homme Anniversary is particularly not just what I mentioned, but the balance in this one. It's a strong but never overbearing fragrance that is sensual, but it's still masculine and formal without feeling stuffy. And that's why it's a long-lasting fragrance that can go from the morning, you put it on in the morning when you are there getting dressed. Your fellas are around you. You guys are all having laughter about the moment that you're about to go into, but still knowing that that's about Nothing to be made fun of, but something to be made fun with. That is what this one is. This is one that is, imagine standing at the altar. You got a crisp tuxedo on. You got the perfect cufflinks. You got this, your heart is racing from what's about to happen. The scent that is wrapping you is Homme Anniversary. You start to become and feel more and more confident with more and more deep breaths that you take with this particular scent on. So this fragrance is for the groom who knows that style is about what's being seen. It's more about what's being felt. And that's the perfect fragrance for a gentleman going into his wedding, because he knows deep inside what he's going into is the perfect thing for him. Wearing a scent like this, which is Anniversary Homme from the brand of Xerjoff, is a perfect culmination to this list of wedding day fragrances for men. Get your notes on it. Gentlemen, a wedding fragrance should be more than just another bottle of fragrance in your collection or your wardrobe. This should be about the scent that represents you and who you are, and more than just that moment. It should be about the one who chooses this fragrance to really be about what he's going to become, a husband. So from the timeless like complexity of the Chypre Palatin to the refined depth of oud Extrait, and then the calm cleanliness of the white incense, you have a story to tell. And each of these is a fragrance that tells a story of masculinity, of authenticity, of enduring legacy, and deep romantic notions to go into your wedding day with. I hope that I answered some of you guys' question when asking me about wedding day fragrances, because that day and this day is the day that becomes the memory in your mind. And remember that that scent is a part of the story she'll never forget. And so wearing a fragrance like this that really establishes you and establishes that scent as your mainstay for anniversaries, choose wisely, but choose something that is going to be comfortable for her and you. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, remember, scent is memory, collecting is legacy, and community is culture. And we here at the Dry Down, we are the culture. I thank you guys for watching this particular video. If you guys are getting married, tap in below. Let us know how that's going to go for you, because we here, we are the community, and we love to know things like this to support you gentlemen in those ventures. Welcome to the community, guys. Love to have you. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.